Good morning, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 3091 South Palmetto Street here in Cornelius. We're located at the front of the house. Straight out from the front doorway here, you've got a 3-inch ABS cleanout that hides under a brass plate. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's running. We're going to zero out here at the base of the cleanout. Off we go. Alright, so we do have a belly in the line here. I was half hoping we'd see a big pile of rocks in the sewer line, which is a very common problem for new construction, but that is just a belly there. And it's a decent sized one at that. I tend to get a little bit nitpicky around new construction, where I typically start recommending repairs on your average used house, lived-in home. Is once there's about an inch of water for 5 feet, that's with no water running at all. For new construction, I dial that back a fair amount, but this one here, once the line's drained out, I think you're going to have probably an inch of water or so there in general. So, and it looks like the belly persists right up to the main here at about 63 feet. Now we're going to let the line drain out here for a moment. We'll pull back and take a look at that, but that is one I'm going to recommend to fix on. That's for a new construction house, that's bellied out a bit more than I'd like to see. If not repaired for some odd reason, I would at the very least re-scope this thing at about 9-10 months, take another look at it, see if it's progressed at all, but ideally get this corrected now. I located the camera successfully. Line terminates out on South Palmetto. I just put a marking down there at the main. You'll see a green T marking. The line terminates on the far side of the road. We're just about up against the curb on the opposite side of the street. As the line makes its way out to the road, it jaunts under the driveway. It's running about, probably about 3 to 4 feet in from the left side edge of the driveway, approximately. And out here in the road, I am getting, as far as depth goes, locator was bouncing between about 7 foot 10 inches and 8 feet deep. 8 foot deep was probably the most consistent depth I got there. Alright, so unfortunately this thing bellied out, I mean, more than, it's the entire width of the roadway. Where I'm picking this locate up right now is in the driveway skirt, about right in the middle of the driveway skirt. Getting about 7.5 feet deep there. I tried to put a smaller marking down just to not paint the heck out of the driveway, but you'll see a green X right in the middle of the driveway skirt, and that belly extends all the way to the far side of the road. You do recommend a repair there to correct that. It's a lengthy belly. It's 20 feet long. And about the first half, maybe first third of it or so, has over an inch of water. In fact, it's probably getting close to 2 inches. After any repairs are done, I highly recommend re-scoping the line. The repair guys may do their own video. That's great. If they do that, you've got to see some things in there to know that it's a good video. You want to make sure that that trench is completely closed up when that re-scope is being done. If the line is being re-scoped for the repair while the trench is open, everything you're looking at is in theory at that point. This line, for instance, probably would have looked perfect had you scoped it before weight was on top of it. So when you do a re-scope on this, you want to make sure that the line has been buried. You want to get it compacted, ready for pouring asphalt and concrete, scope it, make sure it looks good, and then pour your concrete. But for the buyer's sake, you know, that's more for the repair guy. For the buyer, you want to make sure more than anything that the re-scope is being done when the line is buried. Otherwise, the rest of the line we scoped there is in good condition, has good flow, and it's clean. Didn't see any construction debris in the line or anything like that.